The Lockheed Martin Onyx-powered lower body exoskeleton can increase mobility and reduce fatigue of its users. Onyx detects what the body is doing and provides support, all at the exact time it's needed. Sensors distributed on the exoskeleton report speed, direction, and angle of movement, and an onboard computer that drives electromechanical actuators at the knees all work synchronously. The exoskeleton delivers the right torque at the right time to assist knee flex and extension. Onyx sounds awesome. It ultimately reduces the energy needed to cross terrain, squat and kneel. These benefits are most noticeable when ascending or descending stairs or navigating inclined surfaces. Now, Onyx syncs up with its user. It takes about 75 milliseconds for the human body to go from thought to action. Speeding up Onyx will improve the impact on human endurance. Currently, it has improved endurance by 9%, and the powered system lasts for about 16 hours when using 4 batteries. The Onyx system weighs less than 14 pounds. The current net benefit is a soldier who could normally perform 26 reps of 185-pound squats could get this perform 72 similar reps while wearing this device. Lockheed is currently working on hardening the components so they can withstand battlefield use, improving the harnessing so it's even more discreet and unobtrusive, and tweaking the fitting process to ensure that soldiers can properly adjust it without tools. Onyx will soon use a common electromechanical structure and control software, which will be customized for firefighting, logistics, and military load transport. Onyx is being upgraded to use military specification batteries that are approved for infantry use. A robotic third arm appears to be highly useful as well. The U.S. Army Research Laboratory is developing it. It weighs less than 4 pounds, hangs at a soldier's side, and stabilizes rifles and machine guns. It lifts over 27 pounds all on its own. No word on when we will see this technology, but it sounds like we won't have to wait too long. Think you have good coordination? Well, you're probably not as agile as MIT's Cheetah 3 robot. In a new video, MIT demonstrates how the 90-pound robot, which is about the size of a full-grown Labrador dog, can climb a flight of stairs littered with obstacles like rolls of tape and wooden blocks, while blind. Cheetah 3 can also gallop, jump, spin around, and walk on 3 legs, all without relying on cameras or external environmental sensors. There are many unexpected behaviors the robot should be able to handle without relying too much on vision. Vision can be noisy, slightly inaccurate, and sometimes not available. So researchers want the robot to rely more on tactile information. That way, it can handle unexpected obstacles while moving fast. The team developed 2 new algorithms which allow Cheetah to blindly walk up clustered staircases, gallop across rough terrain, and quickly recover its balance after being pushed. MIT researchers plan to show off the robot's vision-free capabilities at the International Conference on Intelligent Robots in Madrid, coming up in October. Cheetah 3 is designed to carry out dangerous tasks like inspecting power plants or exploring disaster zones. There are countless occasions where we would want to send robots to do simple tasks instead of humans. Dangerous, dirty, and difficult work can be done much more safely through remote-controlled robots than sending in a real-life person. One of the things that we learned from the DARPA Robotics Challenge is that it's useful for robots to have legs to walk, but it's even more useful for robots to be versatile and adaptive with multi-modal locomotion capabilities that they can deploy depending on the situation. At the DRC, we saw all kinds of different designs, but one of the more unique approaches came from the University of Bonn in Germany with their robot Momaro. Momaro used a centaur design with 4 legs that had wheels on the bottom coupled to a humanoid upper torso with a head and arms. It was the top-ranked European robot in the DRC, completing an almost perfect run in just 34 minutes. We've since been wondering whether the Centaur design would inspire other disaster robots. And now we have the answer. And it's yes. A consortium of European research groups announced a new Centaur robot platform called, appropriately enough, Centauro. The robot was built at the Italian Institute of Technology. The project is part of the Centauro Consortium, funded by the European Commission and coordinated by researchers from the University of Bonn, the same group that developed Momaro. The goal of Centauro is building a human-robot symbiotic system where a human operator is telepresent with its whole body in a Centaur-like robot, which is capable of robust locomotion and dexterous manipulation in the rough terrain and conditions characteristic of disasters. From the look of things, Centauro shares the same kind of rugged capabilities we've seen in other IIT robots, meaning that this could be a robot that manages to be both a research tool and real-world useful. At 1.5 meters tall and weighing 93 kilograms, Centauro is both larger and somehow more agile than the video might make it seem. It's made of lightweight metals like aluminum, magnesium, and titanium with skins of 3D printed plastic. Inside are a trio of computers to handle perception, control, and motion planning, along with enough batteries to keep Centauro moving for 2.5 hours at a time. The idea is that this combination of quadruped and humanoid optimizes both stability and mobility while allowing a remote human operator to much more intuitively control the robot's arms and head, since everything is oriented in a familiar way. We're looking forward to seeing more of how Centauro integrates full autonomy, supervised autonomy, and telepresence control. With hardware this capable, well, the robot may be limited primarily by what it's smart enough to do, along with the interface that lets a human control it directly. Hopefully, we'll start seeing more demos from IIT to get a better sense of all the cool stuff that Centauro will be learning. Got some spare time this weekend? Why not build yourself a working rover from plans provided by NASA? The Spacenicks at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory have all the plans, code, and materials for you to pursue and use. Just make sure you've got an extra $2,500 and a bit of engineering know-how. This thing isn't made out of Lincoln Logs. The story is this. After Curiosity landed on Mars, JPL wanted to create something a little smaller and less complex that it could use for educational purposes. So they created Rove-E. That's what they're calling it anyway. It traveled with JPL staff throughout the country and showed off what it was capable of. Unsurprisingly, among the many questions asked was often whether a class group could actually build one of their very own. The answer, unfortunately, was no. Though far less expensive and complex than a real Mars rover, Rove-E was still too expensive and complex to be a class project. So JPL engineers decided to go back to the drawing board and build one that was less expensive. The result is the JPL open source rover, a set of plans that mimic the key components of Curiosity, but are simpler and use off-the-shelf components. There's flexibility built into the plans too, so you can load custom apps, connect payloads and sensors all to the brain, and modify the mechanics however you'd like. It's open source after all, so make it your own. For more information, head on over to opensourcerover.jpl.nasa.gov. Thanks for watching your weekly tech update. If you have a story you think I should feature on the program, shoot me an email, djraymcneil@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at Your Weekly Tech Update, and check out our podcast, audio and video versions available on iTunes, Google, Spotify, and elsewhere on the interwebs. Till next time, I'm Ray McNeil. Good night, world.